Welcome back to PTAuthority.com. In this video, we'll be looking at PTE reading question type, fill in the blanks. So let's get started. So the first key step in tackling these kinds of questions is to identify the key parts of the question. As you can see in this diagram, the top box is the instructions. Make sure you read it carefully and understand what the instructions are. The box in the middle part, it is the text with the gaps. So the gaps that are shown with the boxes with a black border are the ones that you need to fill using the options in the lowermost blue box. These are the blanks that you need to fill using these options. You can only use one word one time. You cannot use the same word in multiple places. So next we'll look at the strategies to solve this type of questions. In this video, I'll be talking about two commonly used and very effective strategies to solve these kinds of questions. Strategy number one, identify word types. So let's look at this example. In the animal kingdom, blank often convey critical information about an individual's dominance or potential threat. Now, you need to think, what type of word can fill the gap? So what type of word can this be? Let's look at the sentence carefully again. In the animal kingdom, something often convey critical information. It's a thing, so it should be a noun, and the possible options for this word are noun, verb, or adjective, but the way the sentence is phrased and constructed, this looks like a thing, so it should be a noun. So if you've got the options, so if you've got three options to fill in this blank, you've got vocalizations, which is a noun, vocalize is a verb, and vocal is an adjective. Only correct answer in this case is vocalizations, because vocalizations is a noun. So if I plug in vocalizations into this blank, in the animal kingdom, vocalizations often convey critical information about an individual's dominance or potential threat. It makes a lot of sense. So the right answer is vocalizations. So now if you look at this example, you've got three options. With the strategy one, you identified that this blank should be a noun, so you've reduced your chances of success from 1 and 3, that is 33%, to the only option, which is we've just got one noun in these options. So from 33% of success to 100% success, which is great. So that is strategy number one. Okay, now let's look at strategy two, collocations. Collocations are nothing but words occurring together. Let's start with this example. In the animal kingdom, vocalizations often blank information about an individual's dominance or potential threat. So the collocation here is blank information. So as you can see here from this collocation, information is a noun. So something that describes this information or an action with this information. So it's a description word or it's an action word. So the possible options for this blank can be a verb or an adjective. Alright, now if you look at this, the usage of the blank in the sentence, vocalizations often blank information. So it is talking about vocalizations, and it says vocalizations often. So if you substitute this blank with an adjective, for example, say critical, vocalizations often critical information about an individual's dominance. It doesn't make sense, does it? So the option here should be a verb. So vocalizations often convey information. So convey is a verb, and convey will fit really nicely into the sentence. So for this collocation, it should be a verb, and we only verbs that we can find in the list of the answer options are convey and improvise. And if you try plugging in these options into the blank, vocalizations often improvise information about an individual's dominance, which doesn't really make sense. If you plug in convey, it makes more sense in the sentence, hence we can rule out improvise and leaving us with the correct option, convey. Here are some examples of collocations that are commonly seen. So we've seen three types of collocations. The first one is verb and a noun. So here are some examples. Judge size is it's a common collocation. Accept responsibility is another one. Convey information is another one. The next type is adjective and a noun. Physical form, accurate information, critical condition. These are examples of adjective plus noun collocations. The last one is adverb plus verb. Carefully select, critically evaluate, meticulously curate. These types of questions are usually very straightforward, and you can usually find 4 to 5 questions of fill in the blanks in your PTE exam. The only way to ace this type of questions in your exam is to practice a lot and use the strategies that we learned today to practice 100 plus practice questions on pteauthority.com. I hope you have a wonderful day and happy learning.